What's up, guys? Hey, I want to share some stories this year about how God has sozoed me. Okay, so S-O-Z-O. I don't actually know the pronunciation, but I'm pretty sure it's something like sozo. It's a Greek word, it's used in the Bible, in the New Testament, but the Greek word means essentially to save, to heal, to deliver, to make whole or well. And essentially, in the New Testament, there are several times it's used. Sometimes in uh, someone is healed and delivered of a demonic possession, but also just in the sense of like receiving salvation of someone following Jesus. The word points to the unity of the body, soul, and spirit. And essentially, what I want to talk about this year is how God has saved me, how God has healed me, and how God has delivered me. Different things related to emotional, spiritual, physical healing and salvation and deliverance. And so it's going to be a catch-all playlist in a sense, but the point is salvation is not just I prayed a prayer, now I'm saved, but it is a complete work, a complete rejuvenation of self, and a redemption from what was into what is now and what will be. And so that's what's coming at you. I want to start off with a really simple story, which is that God healed my back. Okay, so freshman year of high school, I decide, spring of freshman year, I'm going to join the football team. Before that, I was just a cross-country soccer guy. I stayed a soccer guy, but I dropped cross-country. And when I joined the football team, I was the smallest person on the team. I was the weakest person on the team. And I was the slowest person on the team. Literally, I was slower than the slowest offensive lineman. Like, that is just how bad I was when I started. And I thought, you know what I should do? I should play football. And we got better. Okay, we didn't finish that bad, but when you start that far down, you're only gonna climb so high. And some other relevant things related to my back injury. I'm a year young for my grade, and then my bone development, according to the doctor, is a year behind for my age. And so I'm spring freshman year Jeremy. I am still probably pre-pubescent, and now I'm going to start working out twice a day, and let's just go to work. So anyways, made a lot of progress, had a ton of fun. I love the game of football. Also, the Texans hired D'Amico Ryans as their head coach today. Thank you, Houston. Go Miko. Oh, it's a new day. Okay, so going into junior year of high school, I started having a lot of back pain. I weigh about 130 pounds, and I'm trying to squat 300 pounds. Simultaneously, during football, I'm also cracking linebackers, and because I'm so short, when I get hit, I'm taking and probably just poor form, but I'm taking a lot of the blow when I'm blocking someone to my lower back. So that's aggravating my back. And these squats, my form is fine, but it was just a lot of weight for my frame, particularly given my young age and my even younger bone development. So I get an MRI. I realize that I have spondylolisthesis, which means one of my vertebrae slipped a little bit, and my L4, L5. It was so painful. It's like sharp shooting pains, just miserable. And they didn't do anything to fix it because the only thing you can do is back surgery, and they just didn't recommend that. Basically, back surgery is not really fun, and it's kind of risky still, or at least was at that point. And so they were like, hey, if you can bear the pain, just do that, but yeah, you should probably stop playing football. So stopped playing football, but still had back pain. Into senior year, still had back pain. Freshman year of college, it was even worse than it was before, in some ways. But basically just kind of constant pain, and then if I were to ever run a long distance, it would be really pretty painfully sore for the next 2, 3, 4 days, to the point of like not just muscular soreness, but like sharp shooting pains, like discs would bulge. It was just unstable. That was the situation. And then a guy by the name of James Wise, thank you, James, took me in an alleyway in the bar district. That's actually true, but it was during lunchtime. But that's just where we got lunch. And then before we headed out to our cars, he was like, "Hey, can I pray for your back? I believe that God can heal you." I don't know if I would have said I believe in healing at this point in my life, but I said, "Yeah, sure." He prays for me. He's like, "Does it feel better?" And I'm like, "Well, it wasn't like super painful before, because the nagging pain, if I wasn't coming off of intense exercise, it wasn't that painful to just exist." And so I was like, "I think it feels better, but it's hard to know for sure until I work out intensely or try to run for a long time or something like that. But I think it's healed." And so that night or evening, I'm like, "Let's go on a run." And I ran 9 miles, pain-free. Next day, pain-free. And I was like, holy smokers, that ain't no jokers. I had never run 9 miles before in my life. I don't think I had run more than 5, maybe 5.5, before that point in my life. Middle school cross country, not that intense. In freshman year of high school, I think 5 was the most we ever did in a practice. So here I am, 4 years later, running 9 miles and no pain. And now, that's fall 2012. So, it's been a cool, 10 and a half years since then. And my back has not limited me since. I've been a part of recreational soccer teams and ultimate frisbee teams. I've worked out. I have since squatted 300 pounds. And I haven't gone back to get an MRI, so I can't say like, oh, I don't have that vertebrae slippage anymore, and it's literally been healed back into place, which would be super duper miraculous. But I don't really want to get an MRI unless I have to. So maybe I'll find out one day later in life, but hopefully I never find out for sure. But I had played ultimate or tried to go on a run fall my freshman year before getting prayed for, and it was painful, and it felt painful for 2-3 days. And so it was definitely a stark contrast, and I walked away feeling like, I can't believe God healed my back, and I still feel that way. And so how exactly he healed my back, I don't know, but God healed me. And I'm so thankful, because I love to frolic in fields. I love long walks on the beach. I love cartwheels and hopscotch, and I can't do that with full intensity without a healed back. So kind of joking, but not really. It really happened. It's just crazy. Oh man, just crazy. It has brought so much joy to my life. So that's all I really wanted to share, but a lot more videos coming in this playlist in the months ahead. Guys, is today the 31st? We're about to hit February month 2. I'm really doing this every day. Y'all think I'm gonna run out of things God's done for me, but I'm not. You know why? Because life is worship and God is love. Talk to y'all soon.